So when I think of the St. Albert Award, and I think of St. Albert, who was the Bishop of Jerusalem, and the impact that he made on the founding Carmelites, and I think about who's had that kind of impact here at Mount Carmel. Several names obviously come to mind right away, but two of those names are Don and Peg Berry.
Don and Peg Berry have meant everything good recently to Mount Carmel High School.
It blew my mind when I found out that there was going to be a BARDA scholarship.
I think the BARDA scholarship's been incredibly important for our school. You know, Don Berry had the vision for this scholarship way back in 2012 or 2013. And his idea was that we needed to work harder to continue to attract the students that have always been the core students in our student body.
Being a BARDA leader means representing the school in a positive way and showing all the different aspects of the school. Leadership in multiple areas of life in terms of academics, spirituality, athletics. And it means carrying on the tradition of James Barta, who the scholarship was named after. You know, he was a football player who worked very hard and gave it his everything in everything he did, but also he was a student. He was a person. And being a BARDA scholar means carrying on that same legacy.
One other important part of Don's leadership is that he hasn't just supported this program, but he's been involved getting to know these kids. Every single year since the program has started, Don has made it a point to come down to school and meet with the students for a breakfast, to get to know them a little bit, to encourage them and support them along the way.
Since the inception of the Freshman First program in 2009, this program has allowed freshman students to transition from grammar school into high school and develop into men of Carmel.
Don, along with a couple other board members, decided to seed the renovation of the school. The influence that it's had in bringing students to Mount Carmel is obvious. His other passion is athletics. His contribution to the football field and the excitement that that field has brought to our alumni, to our fans, our parents, our students, just truly enormous.
That stadium is and will be a literal and figurative game changer for Mount Carmel High School for generations to come. It's an electrifying experience to be there. I think the kids feel it. I know the coaches feel it. There's families with young kids that come to enjoy the evening. Little kids in grammar school playing on the field during halftime. Those are all potentially future Carmel guys. The kids in the bleachers chanting, "This is our house, this is our house."
I think Jimmy would have been very proud of Don.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Berry. On behalf of all the students at Mount Carmel High School, we want to thank you for everything that you've done to make our lives better. We appreciate it.
I'd really like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Berry for everything you've done for Mount Carmel.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Berry.
Mr. and Mrs. Berry, on behalf of all Mount Carmel students that have partaken in the Freshman First program, I personally like to thank you for your efforts.
Don and Peggy, thank you so much for your leadership, for your tremendous generosity, and for helping keep Mount Carmel the great school that it is.
I just want to say thank you, Don and Peg, for your remarkable vision and your extraordinary generosity. From the bottom of our hearts, on behalf of the Carmel family, I want to say thank you.
I can't think of a better couple that's more deserving of the St. Albert Award than you, Don and Peg, for their contributions, your commitment to the Mount Carmel charism, to the Mount Carmel community, to the Mount Carmel students. Thank you so much for all you've done and continue to do for this school.